Then there follows on page 152 of this Lebanese print, page 118 of the Egyptian print, the continuation of these matters that are examples of worship. So there comes a small title here, al-Istighaathah wa Deliverence. Al-Istighaathah, seeking rescue and deliverance, and its proof. Then comes the saying of the author Shaykh al-Islam Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah, وَدَلِيلُ الْإِسْتِغَاثَةِ إِذْ تَسْتَغِيثُونَ رَبَّكُمْ فَاسْتَجَابَ لَكُمْ. Al-ayah min Surah al-Anfal. Obviously, initially, Shaykh al-Islam, he quoted these things all together. And now he breaks them down one by one and brings the evidence for each of them. The evidence that each of them is an act of worship. So he said here, and the proof for al-Istighaathah, and the proof for seeking refuge and deliverance. Then he quotes the ayah from Surah al-Anfal, the 8th surah, ayah 9, with the explanation, remember when you sought the aid and deliverance of your Lord, and He responded to you. Shaykh Fawzan, hafidhahullah, he said in explanation, al-Istighaathah is a type of the types of worship, and it is talabul ghawth, it is seeking al-ghawth, it is seeking deliverance or rescue, and it does not occur except at times of shiddah, times of adversity, calamity or difficulty, great difficulty. When a person comes to be in a situation of shiddah, adversity, calamity, great difficulty, then he seeks al-ghawth, he seeks deliverance and rescue from Allah, and he seeks salvation from this adversity. Then Shaykh Fawzan divides al-Istighaathah into two types. He says, and al-Istighaathah, seeking rescue and deliverance, is of two types. The first type is al-Istighaathah, seeking rescue from a created being. Seeking rescue, seeking that from a created being, with regard to something which no one is able to do except Allah, the Mighty and Majestic. And this is shirk. When you're in a situation, a person is in a situation that no one can rescue you from that situation, from the creation. No one can rescue you from that situation except Allah. If you seek rescue in that situation from a created being, then you have done shirk. A situation that only Allah can save you from. Then this is shirk. Then the Shaykh mentions, so whoever seeks rescue and deliverance from other than Allah, whether it be from a jinn, he seeks that from a jinn, or a human, or those people who are absent, or from the dead, then this is shirk along with Allah, the Mighty and Majestic. So seeking rescue and deliverance through the dead and those who are absent, from the devils and the jinn, this is shirk along with Allah, the Mighty and Majestic. And he mentions the second type. He said the second type is seeking aid and rescue from a created being who is present and who is alive with regard to something he is able to do. You're in a situation, in a disastrous situation, and you seek deliverance, rescue from that situation, from someone who is present, he's alive, and he's able to help you in that situation. The Shaykh said, this is permissible. This is permissible. And then he gives a proof for that. He said, He the Most High said in the story of Musa, فَاسْتَغَاثَهُ الَّذِي مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ عَلَى الَّذِي مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ. Surah Al-Qasas, 28th surah, ayah 15. with the explanation, so the man who was upon his religion, I mean the man who was upon the religion of Musa, he called to him for assistance and rescue against the one who was an enemy, in the Coptic man. He called to Musa, a man from the Banu Israel, he called to Musa to help him in his fight with a man of the Copts. So the word is used, فَاسْتَغَاثَهُ. He sought ghawth, he sought rescue from Musa. That's where Shaykh Fawzan clearly makes the distinction there between what is worship in that regard and that which is not worship. As for a side point before moving on to the next matter of worship, then the Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Qasim, he mentioned in his explanation, he mentions a nice point from Ibn al-Qayyim, from Bada'i al-Fawaid. He said, Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, he said, Istighaathah, seeking rescue and deliverance, will not occur except after there has been da'r, there has been fright or panic or alarm. It's not just any type of dua. The difference between this and other du'as is this: in a situation where a person is in a dire situation, a situation where he's experienced fright and panic and alarm, then he seeks rescue. That is what Istighaathah refers to. So he continues with the quote of Ibn al-Qayyim, or himself quotes, that's the quote from Ibn al-Qayyim, then he himself says, the Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Qasim, he said, and the difference between dua, general supplication, and istighatha, particularly seeking rescue and deliverance, the difference is that dua, supplication, is more general. It can occur with regard to a situation of distress, or in other situations. You can make dua when you're in distress, or when you're not in distress. So dua is general. So this istighatha, seeking rescue and deliverance, is a more specific type of dua. So a dua in a situation of distress, that is called istighatha. Then he makes a difference between, what is the difference between istighatha and something we had last week, al-isti'aathah. Istighatha, seeking deliverance and rescue, and isti'aathah, seeking refuge. He said, or that we had last week, al-isti'aathah, seeking refuge, is seeking from him to preserve you. Seeking refuge is seeking from him to preserve you and to defend you and to protect you. And before you fall in other words, before you fall into that problem, into that distress, that you seek refuge so that you don't fall into something. That is isti'aathah, seeking refuge. That he protects you and defends you and preserves you. And as for al-istighatha, seeking deliverance or rescue, it is that you seek from him, obviously from Allah the Most High, you seek from him that he should remove from you the calamity that has come upon you. And after the calamity has come upon you, then you seek to be rescued from it. That is the difference between isti'aathah, seeking refuge, and istighatha, seeking deliverance and rescue.